Hello, I want to make this video for my future self and all the souls that are maybe experiencing the same thing in their own way that I'm experiencing right now, which I'm sure that you are experiencing the message in some form. It might not look the exact same way that mine is because we are all one, but we are all different and having different experiences as well. So the main thing overall is mind over matter. That is something that has really been presented to me in the past couple days, actually twice in one day. And that concept is kind of interesting to me because it's like, what does that mean? And I feel like it has so many different meanings that's showed up for me in different chapters of my life, but we're making the video. But what does that mean? And what does that mean for you? And I feel like I want to share that because in my head, mind over matter. Because I have recently been having a strong new image of the way I think about mind. Like, is it mind over matter? Saying that you are strong enough to get through periods of your life that may situationally, the matter may seem like it is very difficult to overcome, but if you have a strong mindset, you can create a peaceful reality for yourself while you're going through the cycle that you're going through. But the mind is something that can be so deceiving. And that's a big message that for the past 6 months, the mind has been ruler. And as someone who naturally reflects femininity and an intuitive way of being, or at least that's what I feel like works best for me, which I'm starting to learn, is that we really shouldn't be using the logical brain, the logic sometimes, because feeling is energy and is frequency, and that's what runs the planet. So the balance between the two, having coherence between the two, is something that should be thought out, should be resonated with and played out as much as you can, finding that balance. Because I really feel like that's when love and peace and coherence just aligns. So the reason why I wanted to come on to this platform and make this video was because the transitional period that I am going through, and I am you, whoever's listening to this, and myself, that I will look back on this video, but what you're going through right now is huge, and everyone feels it. Everyone, you are not alone. Everyone is going through this transitional period. And this winter has been so freezing, so chilling, so really met the shadow, the depths had to come out. That woman that came out was a very wounded shadow femininity, a wounded woman. And she really took control of your life. She wanted you to make her presence known, to accept and acknowledge where there are still parts of you acting off of fear, acting off of an old belief that wasn't even yours to begin with. But somewhere along the journey, you embodied it and you let it dictate how you move in this life. I had to pause the video because somebody came and I felt uncomfortable. I'm gonna be honest, I felt a bit uncomfortable. So I might be speaking a little bit softer, but what I was saying was the shift universally that everyone is feeling and going through is really just a big step in the cycle in our evolution. And the ones that are feeling it now, you are not alone. I am not alone. And every single thing that is happening in your life is really getting you to understand what is coming with you in this new chapter and what is really ready to be released, and what physical matter is being presented in your life that you could be not easily, because I feel like you know deeper, you know what's really supposed to happen in that scenario and in that situation, in your relationship to that thing, but what is it teaching you? And it's not a right or wrong answer, it's just a matter of what is it bringing you closer to, and what is it trying to get you to look at within yourself. And when you truly start to see everything that really hits you a bit deeper and is very prominent, anything that brings certain emotions up, once you're able to acknowledge that, it still won't be easy. It's still gonna be a little bit harder to maybe move through you, but you know what is most aligned for you, and you know what you deserve. Self-worth is a big act, because to move and push through, understand these obstacles and these souls that are reflecting, or this situation that's reflecting a part of you that maybe you need to internally think about a little bit deeper, and why is it making you feel this way, and how is this showing up in different areas of my life maybe, but just manifested in different forms and different people. Acknowledging that and bringing care and understanding and self-worth to know that you can deserve so much more, and you can create a completely different timeline, but you have to understand why, and use that self-worth and that inherent worthiness that we are all naturally bringing every single day, that we naturally have, and that has to be strong. And maybe it's not strong, and maybe it's subtle, but where your focus goes, energy flows. So if you can focus more on that, even if it's a little spark, but if you can focus on that, believe it. It might not happen in a day, it might not happen in a week, but time is not linear, it's moment to moment. So just remember that there is no pressure, there is no time. Be gentle with yourself, because some of these things are going to have been with you since you gained consciousness, and since you since you start to believe, and that believe those those hard structures that are really in our bones. And sometimes it's generational. A lot of times it's generational, because we all reincarnated back here. So be very gentle with yourself, and understand that there are so many people, so many things, just the earth, that is going through this change with you, and that is here to support you, and here to love you, and here to show you the beauty. Please don't focus just on what is maybe harder, but just more deeper, more heavier, a bit more maybe draining, maybe takes a bit more time, because time, it's the best way to describe it, but maybe will take a longer process. But what is longer? because everything is organic and everything happens at its perfect time. So if we really just get rid of that whole, it's gonna take, then you're just getting out of the reality that time is linear and and that you need to do it at a certain time, because things will change, things will happen, things are gonna move and shift and flow, and they're gonna maybe feel like you're going back and forth and going upside down and all the different ways that you could even imagine. But just be present with yourself and just be patient and just be kind, but also take discipline and also have that confidence to set boundaries with yourself and with others and with other and things. So I hope that everything I said, well, I know it'll make sense to the people who see this, and I hope take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and it's all love. It's all love.